As Alistair Campbell, New Labour's King of Spin, returned to the spotlight this week. His confident, swaggering performance was a reminder of what it used to be like when the government message was tightly controlled and everyone was singing from the same hymn sheet while the electric cattle prodder came out. Mr Campbell had no regrets and was proud of the role he, indeed Britain, had played in the Iraq invasion. Well, I suppose somebody has to be. Back in reality land, our great leader did his best to kiss and make up with his party after last week's failed coup, while Call Me Dave Cameron was also talking of the importance of parenting and harmonious family relations. So this week, TV's Matthew Wright put his parenting skills to the test.
Come on, Ryan. There we go. Now, look over there. There's the fridge. Look, it's full of drinks. Go and help yourself for a drink. There's a good boy.
Now, I'm no breeder, that is true. But with David Cameron calling on the entire community to help ensure our children, your children, are brought up properly, it seems only fair that I do my bit. I mean, I too want to help build a more responsible society and see a return to traditional values. I mean, how hard can it be? What do you reckon, Rowan? I reckon all it takes is a bit of give and take and a bag of sweets. Come on, Rowan, let's give it a go. Let's do it for Dave.
If we want to give children the best chance in life, whatever background they're from, the right structures need to be in place. Strong and secure families, confident and able parents, an ethic of responsibility instilled from a young age.
Now then, Rowan, there's one thing you need to know, and that is Daddy knows best. Nick Clegg told me. It's not all about strict routines, as that bossy Gina Ford woman claims. Though for the life of me, I can't see what Clegg's problem is with locking kids in the broom cupboard. And he's not been making friends with you parents either. Not after he dropped £18 billion worth of Lib Dem policies, including free childcare for 2-year-olds. Poor man. Maybe he's not been getting enough sleep.
We learned that the Labour and Conservative parties have decided to run their election campaigns as if the world hadn't changed, bombarding people with gimmicks and promises the country can no longer afford, treating people like children, as if winning elections is simply about who can provide the best shopping lists of policies to buy off voter groups one by one.
Look at that, Rowan. Did you see the funny man pushing Gordon along the sofa? That's his new babysitter, Peter. And apparently he's really good at parenting naughty politicians who won't do what they're told, look. But Gordon better watch his step, because after last week's failed coup, he was supposed to stop saying the forthcoming election is all about Labour investment versus Tory cuts. Not that his little friend Ed Balls will ever learn.
Shadow Chancellor's made it quite clear. The priority is not school spending or one-to-one catch-up support. It's an inheritance tax cut for 3,000 of the richest millionaires.
Look, Rowan. Look at the big, fat, hungry, greedy caterpillar. He looks just like Fred Goodwin, doesn't he? I wonder if he's hiding in there. Now listen, my boy, if you want to become a big fat cat when you grow up instead of a fat slug, you need to get into banking, because Stephen Hester, the boss of RBS, told MPs that even his parents think he's paid too much.
If you asked my mother and father about my pay, they would say it's too high as well. So even when some people close to me have that view of bankers.
Or you could become a PR flunky, like Alistair Campbell, who told the Chilcot Enquiry into the Iraq War this week that his friend Tony Blair's infamous 45-minute claim wasn't worth worrying about. Yeah, talk about doing your boss's dirty work.
The Prime Minister wrote quite a lot of notes to the President, and I would say that the tenor of them was that, as I said earlier, we share the analysis, we share the concern, we are absolutely with you in making sure that Saddam Hussein is faced up to his obligations and that Iraq is disarmed. If that can't be done diplomatically and it has to be done militarily, Britain will be there.
And once Alistair Campbell had dropped Gordon Brown in the smelly stuff, well, Nick Clegg couldn't help himself.
He wasn't only in the room, he was the one who signed the cheques. He should insist on going to the inquiry now.
And he was the one that wanted Chilcot to make the decisions about who he called. And he can't on one day say Chilcot should decide and then say he or someone else should to decide what happens.
Rowan, time for you to go on to the naughty step. I don't like doing this, my boy. I don't like doing it at all. but it's for your own good. It'll build your character, stop you being horrid. And anyway, I reckon Mandy puts Gordon on one all the time. And if you believe the former General Secretary of the Labour Party, a guy called Peter Watt, our PM is so horrid that Douglas Alexander wanted to call an early general election before anyone noticed. Too late now though, isn't it, Rowan? Anyway, Labour still hasn't got its poster boy, unlike the Tories.
I think I should start by saying that he looks very different from the poster that we see out there. If you can't get your photograph right, it's pretty difficult to get your policies right as well.
The Prime Minister asked about pictures. Why don't we do a bit of market research? When it comes to their election addresses, hands up who's going to put him on the front. Come on, hands up. Four. That's what I call. There are 6 of them who don't want him in the cabinet, and just 4 are going to put his picture on. He's been airbrushed out of the whole campaign.
Rowan, I'd like to say it's been fun, but it hasn't really. I tell you what, when you put your coat on and clear off and enjoy your child trust fund, and then come back when you're 18 and buy me a beer.